and Tammy Hagan, who was part of the opening staff at Kettle Run. Often that group is called the OGs. So Tammy is retiring this year, so she has the honor of leading the faculty out as well. At this time, please rise as we welcome the class of 2026, led by Dr. Amy Akers and Mr. Tim Miller. Please remain standing as the faculty comes in to their location. And now we will have the presentation of colors by Liberty High School JROTC and the singing of the national anthem by some of our Kettle Run seniors.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for a special moment of silence in honor of Justin Dawns, who is a member of the class of 2026 and passed away at the beginning of the year right before the school year started. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you to the Liberty High School JROTC. Please join me in a round of applause for our talented students. There are some people on stage I would like to take an opportunity to thank. Thank you to the Fauquier County School Board members, Chair Donna Grove, Vice Chair Susan Pauling, Lead District Stephen Lewis, Marshall District Dr. Daniel Dean, and Scott District Clay Campbell, who is also a parent this evening. Thank you to Dr. Warner, the Superintendent of Fauquier Public Schools, and the Executive Cabinet. We would like to introduce the Kettle Run Alma Mater, music performed by the full orchestra of Kettle Run High School. The Kettle Run Alma Mater can be found on the front page of the graduation program. The first speaker this evening is our SCA President, Ms. Sophie Smith. Sophie is a great student, but a much better person. She really helped me at the beginning of the school year. When a tragedy hit our school, she was a great connection between the parents and the school and provided some insight on things we could do as a school to support the family. It is now my pleasure to welcome her.
Good evening, class of 2026. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sophie Smith. I've been a classmate, teammate, friend, and maybe even a stranger to some of you too, but we've all grown up together, and that's what makes this moment so special. But we did not get here alone, so I'd like to thank the parents, guardians, teachers, and mentors for their unwavering support and lasting impact on every graduate here today. Without you, none of us would be the people we are today, or the people we are still becoming. So graduates, please give a round of applause to the hardworking people in our lives that have guided us to this moment. It's incredible to think that 4 years ago, on August 9th, 2022, most of us walked in the Kettle Run's halls for the very first time. I remember that freshman version of myself, but I also remember the even younger me. I would compete in these public speaking contests, and one of my favorite poems to read was called The Armpit of Doom. I think I loved it because it reminded me of my older brothers. The closing line said, "But if you're afraid of the armpit of doom, stay far, far away from your big brother's room." And I'd always do this little curtsy bow afterwards. I'm not sure why, but I always had the biggest smile. And looking back, I used to think that these moments were sweet, but they didn't mean much, just random things, random hobbies that I did. But now I realize they were the first time that I learned how to show up as someone with a purpose, even before I fully understood who that someone was. And when I think about that freshman version of myself, I realize I didn't walk into high school knowing exactly who I was or who I would become, but I did walk in wanting to become something more. High school has taught all of us that becoming something more isn't about becoming someone else. It's about choosing not to stay the same. For me, it meant deciding I wanted to be up here today. I realized I didn't want to settle for who I was then, just reading the armpit of doom. I wanted to be someone who impacted the world with knowledge and words. And I hope each of you has at least one moment like that, something that encouraged you to grow. Because honestly, we are all just average people living average lives until the moment we decide we will not. There's this quote from the movie, From the Pursuit of Happiness, that I watched in Mr. Pickett's class that says, "Don't ever let somebody tell you you cannot do something. If you've got a dream, you've got to protect it." And I know somewhere along the way, all of us were told something about ourselves. Maybe that we weren't smart, confident, or talented enough, maybe even ready. But the truth is, you are the only person who decides your worth and mark on this world. You get one life, so live it with intention and integrity. I know there is so much going on in each of our lives and so many decisions ahead, but as almost graduates and almost adults, I think we deserve to start simple, to start with a dream and a plan. And yes, dreams change, so hold on to what has stayed constant in you. Some of us have had everything planned, others have no idea where they're heading, but I know each of you have something that you truly care about. Maybe it's a passion for art, medicine, sports, music, or something entirely different. Whatever it may be, hold on to it. Because passion is what turns dreams into a reality. We have the ability to achieve things that will not only change our lives, but others as well. And for the first time, we are stepping to lives that are fully our own. So don't just dream big. Hold on to what actually matters to you. Stay grounded in it, and keep showing up for the life that you are building. But ask yourself, are you willing to fail? Because failure is not something to fear, it is something to learn from. It is what makes success actually mean something. The people who succeed are not perfect. No one ever is. They are the ones who chase after perfection anyways. They are the ones who wake up working to be better than they were yesterday. So protect your dreams. Protect the things that make you excited to wake up in the morning. Life is about growing, and without aspirations, we will never discover the better version of ourselves. I believe in this class of graduates, as do the people supporting you here today. So believe in yourself, and know that you are worth more than any money can measure or title can define. And when we look back on this moment, years from now, I hope we see a life that was meaningful and a person we were proud to have become. So for now, let us begin our pursuit of greatness, because this isn't the end of our story, it is the beginning of who we will become. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Sophie. Please give her another round of applause. Good evening, soon-to-be graduates and all the supporters of the class of 2026. I've been thinking about this speech for a while. I thought of making it really short by just saying congrats, class of 2026, and doing a mic drop. I thought I should start it with Prince, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. But then I thought most of the graduates don't even know who Prince is. I am pretty sure the senior class knows who Marilyn Monroe is, or at least that she was on a rug on 29 when you go north. In my years connected to Kettle Run, that was the best prank. The end of the school year is a great time to reflect on the past year. But graduation is the perfect opportunity to reflect on all the prior years in your education and the people who have impacted you along the way. We had the graduation walk on Monday, and I loved seeing the amount of pride the elementary staff had for the class of 2026 when you were walking down the hallways, and how the students looked up to you, hoping for a high five or a fist bump from you. You could feel the excitement and the love at those schools. I know it feels like a long journey from kindergarten to graduation day, but for us parents, it feels like the time has really flown by. The class of 2026 is very special to me, and I love you. I consider myself an emotional guy, and this class has brought a lot of different emotions out of me in over the past 3 years. You have brought me a great deal of joy, a little bit of pain, at times some frustration, like at graduation practice, and some laughter and tears, but definitely a lot of Cougar pride. This year, like life, is full of highs and some lows. Some events that stand out to me from this year are the senior sunrise, which is always a great tradition, the powder puff game where you came in second. I think there may have been some poor officiating in that game. The pep rally where the seniors dominated to earn the Spirit Stick. The football team beating Liberty Christian Academy at home in the state semis was a great memory. Although we didn't win states, the recognition and sportsmanship we showed in that game was evident to all. Ty Gafford, the VHSL executive director, mentioned our game in his speech to the VHSL at the conference in March. He pointed out the opportunity from the game as a positive example for other schools to follow in regards to sportsmanship. We've had great successes this year from our band, color guard, orchestra, and the chorus at their competitions. Other memories that stand out to me this year: the talent show, the senior trip, senior picnic, all the unified games, seeing Jack Griffin dunking on staff during the senior faculty game. I believe there was poor officiating and scoreboard malfunction during that game because I think the seniors should have won. A lasting memory for the students and staff is the senior sign delivery day. Attending the top decile and scholarship awards night leaves no doubt that the future is very bright. Some of our spring sports teams are competing in the playoffs, so there are still more memories to make ahead for the class of 2026. Individually, we've had great senior success this year. Just to name a few, Mia Heller invented a filter that eliminates 96% of microplastics from drinking water. To be honest, I didn't even know what microplastics were until this year. Emma Signa won multiple state swim titles and couldn't be here tonight because she's in London, England, participating in a swim competition. I believe most of you are aware of Colgan's Confections. Everything he baked was so good, I'm just glad he didn't put the calorie intake on the baking goods. I know there are more individual successes in your whole class's future. Class of 2026, thank you for allowing me to be your principal for the past 3 years. For some of you, it has been the last 6 or 7 years, 6 of the past 7 years. Thank you for the privilege of allowing me to get to know you as individuals. Thank you for being authentic and caring. Remember, you will always be Kettle Run Cougars. Have a thriving, therapeutic, thrifting, thundering, thought-provoking Thursday evening. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'd like to introduce Jackson Colgan, senior class president. Former owner of Colgan's Confections.
Good evening, Kettle Run and Fauquier County staff, family, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. My name is Jackson Colgan, and I am proud to introduce myself as the senior class president of the Kettle Run High School class of 2026. I'm truly honored, grateful, and excited to stand before you today. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this incredible milestone, one that represents years of hard work, dedication, growth, and memories that have shaped us into the people we are today. Before I begin, I would like to invite the graduates to rise and face the audience. The individuals you're looking at right now are the reason you're standing here today. Whether it's your family who sacrificed so much for you to be here, staying up late nights to either help you with homework or drive you to late night practices, and never stopped protecting, loving, and believing in you. Your teachers who never gave up on you, who guided and challenged you and inspired you to think outside of the classroom. The cafeteria staff who made sure we were fed and cared for every day. The custodial staff who made sure we had a clean learning environment. Our administrators who worked to give us the best education possible. Our school resource officers who ensured our safety each and every day, and all of the other amazing staff members here at Kettle Run that made our time meaningful. And finally, our friends, the ones inside and outside of the classrooms, whether we met them yesterday or 13 years ago, the ones who made every moment an unforgettable memory, the ones who stood by us when things felt overwhelming and who made this journey unforgettable. I now ask that we give them a well-deserved round of applause for their continued support and dedication. Okay. You all may be seated. August 19th, 2013 was the first day that many of us started our first day of kindergarten. And while some of those memories have faded, we will always remember the parachute game in PE class, cup stacking, fidget spinners, bottle flipping, figure painting and art, playing hot cross buns on the recorder and music, safety patrols, and of course, recess. While today we are graduating, we remember our beginnings as the Eagles, Dragons, Roadrunners, Pandas, Pirates, Giraffes, Mustangs, Turtles, Wildcats, and Bobcats. We then became the Wildcats, Warriors, Wolves, Tigers, and Trojans, transitioning into an era of awkwardness and weirdness, which we now call middle school, a time filled with TikTok dances, the woe, playing Among Us, Visco Girls, virtual learning, and of course, devious licks. This wasn't just a time of cringiness, but an era of growing and change that would lead us to our final years of education. Those paths would eventually meet here at Kettle Run as we finally became Cougars, the beginning of something new, kind of like today. Remembering Kettle Run isn't just remembering the tests or the homework. It's remembering the memories we've made here, the moments that we will cherish forever. It's remembering the rivalry between us and Fauquier, even though it was never a competition. Getting McDonald's or IHOP after every football game, watching our friends embarrass themselves in the pep rally games, our iconic senior prank, which will go down in Kettle Run history, watching our favorite teachers get pied in the face, screaming so loud at the basketball games the parents had to tell us to be quiet, taking pictures of our last day, cheering on our sports teams and clubs, make not only school but county history several times, and becoming the individuals we've dreamed about since kindergarten. And with all of these memories coming to a close, a new era is opening, one filled with endless new, and prosperous opportunities. Opportunities that will define our future, change our lives, and give us everything we've asked for. And as I look into this crowd, I see future educators who will inspire, entrepreneurs who will turn their passion into their direction, nurses, doctors, and first responders who will never stop believing that their communities can be saved, political leaders who will change the world, and truly so much more. Whatever you decide to pursue, be authentic, be free, be courageous, be yourself, and never forget to follow your arrow. The arrow that takes you in the direction that defines you, the one you've been waiting for your whole life, the direction that you love and that loves you back. Because we deserve to step into our future with love, hope, and a path that brings us happiness. We as a class have already faced more than any school or community should. And the truth is, it will only get more challenging. We will continue to face hardships, grief, and even moments of controversy. But we must remember that these barriers do not define us, they build us. They build who we are as a class today. A class that refuses to let the worst moments break us. A class that cares for each other. And a class that never backs down. We must hold on to these strengths and carry them into the future, allowing us to keep choosing who we want to be. We must not look back on our mistakes as a burden, but as lessons that will teach us. And the only way we can navigate these obstacles is by being authentic, courageous, free, and yourself, while following the arrow that will define you. We are entering into a world with constant pressure to be someone that we are not. Choose not to give. Choose to be different. Do not let societal standards define you or your future. Allow your future to be defined by what you choose to do with your life. Choose to live a life filled with authenticity, freedom, self-acceptance, and courage. Choose a life where you're excited to follow your own direction. A life where you learn to love yourself. A life where you stay in control of who you are becoming. Choose a life where you trust yourself enough to follow your arrow. Because at the end of the day, you only get such a short amount of time on this earth, so spend it living a life that feels like you. And in closing, I would like to thank Mr. Malloy, Mrs. Otto, Mr. Miller, Dr. Akers, and the Student Council Association for allowing me to represent the class of 2026 here today. And to the Kettle Run community for shaping who I am today and my path into this future. With that, I'd like to leave you all with a quote from the poet herself, Casey Musgraves. Say what you think, love who you love, because you just get so many trips around the sun. You only live once, so follow your arrow wherever it points. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026. I love you all.
Thank you, Jackson. Please give him another round of applause. And now it's the time for the moment we have all been waiting for. Will the first row of graduates please rise? Miss Yates, the graduates are now ready for the awarding of their diplomas.
Now? Okay. Kendall Elizabeth Abner. Nevis Merla Eistemann. Jackson Brock Alexander. Eamon Blaze Reeder Alipio. Alexandra Catherine Allen. Elijah Stephen Ambrose. Jens Willem Anderson. Rami Azad Arif. William James Armstrong. Sydney Laura Ashurst. Aurora Mary Ayers. Molly Therese Baker. Keegan David Barber. Ryland Michael Barber. Victoria Edith Pearl Barrett. Alexander Sterling Barton. Kaylee Marie Bays. Andrew J. Beard. Michael Joseph Beatty. Aiden James Bedingfield. Lucas James Belovic. Mary Elizabeth Bernard. Leigh Ann Beeger. Aiden Andrew Billow. Edward Lee Burkhead II. Devin Marie Bissonette. Nicholas Allen Blakely. Preston Thomas Bogus. Peyton Ryan Boner. Owen Griffin Bovey. Inaya Michelle Brent. Marley Christabel Bridges. Amelia Catherine Brock. Michaela Isabella Brockway. Addison Elise Brown. Jonathan Aaron Brown. Kathleen Grace Brown. Oliver Patrick Brown. Stephen Carrillo Brown. Stephen Chase Brubaker. Thomas Amon Burrell. Reagan Elizabeth Burton. Wyatt Reeve Butler. Ella Celeste Calderwood. Anna Grace Campbell. Caitley Addison Campbell. Samuel Cash Campbell. Tamaya Michaela Campbell. Ann Lynn Virginia Carlson. Isabella Virginia Carlson. Brianna Alicia Castillo. Antonio Ricardo Castro. Robert William Chambers. Avery Lauren Clark. Liam Joseph Coffey. Genesis Ruby Collado. Anderson Collado Garcia. Jasmine Azucena Collado Garcia. Jackson Thomas Colgan. Caroline K. Colvin. Ryan Matthew Cornwell Jr. Noah James Carell. Sarah Marie Colin. Madeline Grace Cox. Gabriel Jenin Kraft. Maggie Crosland. Brooklyn Nicole Crouch. Colette Ryan Crouch. Tucker Bo Crow. Scott Andrew Cruikshank. Ethan Maddox Crummett. Patrick Aaron Curry. Takaya Ray Lee Davis. Brooklyn Michelle Deanda. Luke Nicholas Dearborn. Brooke Catherine Diatley. Luke Michael Denemy. Catherine Grace Drake. Lee Maximilian Dufault. Shiloh Rain Duke.
Logan Arthur Ertz. Catherine Marie Escobar. Natalie Jasmine Escobar. Joaquin Thomas Estrada. Gavin Paul Ferre. Keisler Raymond Fechner. Adam George Finnefrock. Jackson Kane Fletcher. Jason Alexander Flores. Aaron Matthew Frost. Noah Daniel James Fry. Wendell Christopher Mayhew Fuller. Devon Leon Emmanuel Galesfog. Abby Renee Gardner. Jayla Yvette Gardner. Margaret Ann Gardner. Abigail Mary Garner. Adeline Marie Garza. Jackson Ross Joseph. Nathan Christopher Giandoni. Lillian Marie Gibson. Grayson Paul Gerard. Hannah Elizabeth Glick. Jessica Ann Glick. Montana Sunnylyn Gokenauer. Emerson Pauline Golden. Emily Louise Golder. Kaylee Alexis Gonzalez. Megan Isabel Graham. Addison Louise Grayson. Lilia Kai Gregg. Lucas Tyler Grease. Mackenzie K. Grease. Jack Anderson Griffin. Caleb Scott Griffith. Logan Andrew Gunn. Ashton Robert Gurko. Deshaun Eugene Hall. Marley Virginia Hall. Jocelyn K. Hammond. Riley Jane Hardesty. Melody LaRue Harlan. Kathleen Bell Harrison. Tanner Jackson Havlew. Virginia Addison Hazelhurst. Zoe May Hebert. Javian James Hector. Mia Carolyn Heller. Ethan Blake Hensley. Stephanie Alexa Hercules. Vince Alejandro Hernandez. Liam Addie Herring. Catherine May Hetherington. Colin David Hoover. Taryn Avery Hopkins. Delaney Elizabeth Horton. Connor Darren House. Alexia Breland Howard. Brett Franklin Hoyleman. Ryder William Raby. Seth Xavier Hudman. Kaylee Danica Hughes. Allie Elizabeth Humphreys. Kian Blaze Hungerford. Lucy Faith Hunter. Adam Naki Ibrahim. Ava Grace Inglet. Vincent Elliott Intrabartolo. Seda Mahara Jabin. Nicholas Michael Jeffers. Connor Dylan Gerol. Kelsey Whitting Johannesson. Abigail Catherine Johnson. Alexa Mackenzie Johnson. Kira Natalie Johnson. Kyla Heather Jones. Daniel Hunter Jordan. Nicholas Thomas Joseph.
Bryce Orndorff Kadish. Owen Everett Keithley. Leah Lynn Kelklin. James Baker Kilmartin. Riley Jace Kierick. Lillian Francis Nicely. Kylie Sierra Knox. Logan Tyler Lane. Justin Nyefin Lay. Anna Colette Legg. Braden Francis Leitenberger. Ajane Kiana Lilly. Xander Martin Lynch. Amelia Ann Lindquist. Julia Marianne Youngquist. Peyton Heather Lloyd. Colton Forbes Lubby. Carter Ryan Maddox. Gloria Louise Malloy. Susanna Isabel Mancini. Kara Lori Martin. Eliana Camila Matalana. Kendall Adair May. Eric Ashton Mayhew. Evelyn Kathleen Maynard. Lyra Gabrielle Backup. Landon Ray McAlexander. Ivy Elizabeth McCarthy. Isabella Nicole McCormick. Claudia Jolene McDonald. Colby Andrews McElfish. Lucy Kate McEwen. Mason James McIntyre. Jackson Davis McLaughlin. Alec Tony Michelangelo. Daryl Lee Milborn II. Caitlin Renee Milhoff. Gabriela Michelle Mira Gonzalez. Jeffrey Allen Mitchum III. Matthew William Montalvo. Joseph Garner Moore. Rebecca Grace Morgan. Christine Antonia Morris. Talon Ryder Morse. Travis Ford Mozingo. Mason Nahidian. Mason Taro Nakamura. Jonathan Thomas Nikolai. Madeline Olson. Christina Nicole Parkin. Addison Lee Patrick. Alexandra Grace Patton. Preston Alexander Pearson. Duke Cabral Leopold Pele. Brandon Gerard Pepin. Emerson Vladimir Pereira Perez. Josephine Rose Peterson. Connor Emery Polvey. Deacon Socrates Porter. Alyssa Leanne Post. Brady Clifton Powell.
Paisley Quinn. Melanie Gabriela Quinteros. Andre Racila. Kate Elizabeth Radsville. Aiden Thomas Ragland. Kimberly Esmeralda Ralda Cedillo. Madeline Jean Ramage. Brandon Michael Rathbun. Emma Dimitrova Razpopova. Monita Rigetti. Molly Nicole Reef. Matea Wenny Wrench. Lane Timothy Rivard. Ivania Juliette Reyes Tolbert. Noah Aaron Richards. Ian Ami Richardson. Sylvia Isabel Rivera Manuel. Isis Yamilet Robles. Tucker Grayson Rogers. Rodney Norvell Rogers II. Taylor Lynn Ralston. Rogan James Ross. Zachary Buchanan Roth. Katya Rue.
Connor William Sample. Ferris Joad Sarsor. Sophia Celia Sauceda. Ryan Martin Salter. Brady Richard Scannell. Ashton Allen Shell. Caitlin Christine Scott. Amelia Michelle Scully. Robert Joseph Seifried. Moises Uriel Serrano Martinez. Yasmin Shadafna. Patrick Joseph Shea III. Barrett James Schiff. Ava Nicole Shiflett. Kayla Sylvia Ship. Mubashira Shoaib. Delaney Annabelle Saracena. Harrison Michael Skinner. David Alexander Slaughter. Addison Matea Sly. Sophie Bove Smith. Aaron Rachel Smoot. Clayton James Southwick. Daniel Richard Spagnolo. Emerson Ann Spazzano. Austin Blake Sprouse. Joseph Anthony Spytek. Aiden John Stevens. Jaden Nicole Stewart. Thomas Alexander Stickler. Rhett Joshua Strickland. Michael Raymond Sukina IV. Elsie Kate Sullivan. Yusra Sultani. Riley Elizabeth Swain. Faith Genevieve Sweeney. Tamir Gurma Tedessa. Sega Gurma Tedessa. Trent Nathaniel Tapp. Dominic Harris Tapscott. Trista Madeline Tearing. Brendan Michael Taylor. Jonathan Noland Taylor. Chloe Jean Theriot. Adeline Lee Thomas. Caleb Matthew Thomas. Piper Ryan Thomas. Kaylee Noel Teachin. Eli William Tomes. Iris Hope Trask. Adriana Ryan Turberville. Aubrey Morrison Turner. Georgia Brooke Turner. Perla Sofia Velasquez Fuentes. Anthony Thomas Ventresco. Hurley Zane Ventura. Grant Nelson Villegas. Alexander Vesley Wisniewski. Galilea Elizabeth Vitella. Jake Andrew Volpicelli. Henna Wadet. Jordan Amaya Ward. Luke James Wargo. Brandon Scott Warmus. Marley Rose Washington. Liana Brielle Watson. Alec Joseph Williamson. Caleb Thomas Willis. Bo Mitchell Wilson. Valentine May Wittowski. Caleb Logan Wolf. Jacob Taylor Wood. Andrew Larry Yazbek. Skylar Devin Young. Jaden Bennett Zemer. Christopher James Zieg.
I'm over the time. Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you. Let me see the page.
Great job.
Dr. Warner, it is now my honor to present to you the class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Malloy. Congratulations to the Kettle Run High School class of 2026. Let's give them another round of applause, please. Yes. We are so proud of you and your journey thus far, and we certainly wish you all the best. As your superintendent, I'm here to declare you graduates. So if we could have our graduates to please rise. All right. Now listen, I'm going to read something, and at the end of it, I'm going to say congratulations, and then we expect to see a huge celebration, okay? By the authority invested in me, by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Fauquier County School Board, I hereby confer upon you the diplomas for which you have qualified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto and appertaining. Congratulations. Yeah.
Please remain in your seats as our graduates are recessing out. Families and friends, please exit toward the south concessions, which is on your left, and meet up with your graduates toward the main entrance. Congratulations and thank you for this evening.